talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, Caesar, do you
Yo,
believe or do you think, listen to what I'm about to say, do you think our black sisters, our black queens, be more submissive to a white man or someone outside of our own race? Do you believe that or think that?
oh we, oh he said black women and the S word. Oh man, submissive. Normally, it, it's hard to get a black woman to submit. Normally, but to be 100% honest with you, yes, I do believe that. I believe that black women are a little bit more submissive to white people, not in a racist way, and this is no shame. This is not, and another thing is this is not the green light for black women to down black men and black men to down black women. This is not that type of conversation. But yeah, overall, I do believe that there are some barriers between the two races that leads to that. Me and my wife had a good argument. I mean, not argument. We had a good debate about this
Mm-hmm.
situation here. And for the moment, I fully believe that, you know, well, truth be told, I don't know why it is. Maybe it's just something I saw because you see a lot of white, black women who will get with white men or men outside of their race, and they do things that's not typical for them, right? And when I mean typical is you don't see them walk with the attitude when they're with their significant other. You see them soft, all cuddled up with whoever that they're with. Their voice change. That for some odd reason they have that interview voice at all times when we know they don't sound like that. Um, for example, when we were in the mall, I seen a white man, you know, black woman, two black kids. Obviously, she was a single mother, which is what it is. What it is. He got him a black woman. Cool. Now the issue is these kids like they're 12 and 13, right?
Mm-hmm.
So obviously she probably been and obviously she's single mother for a good little minute, right? She talked and sound as if she drink pumpkin spice lattes from Starbucks, right? And
Yeah.
she acted as if she wasn't. It's hard to say how she act without generalizing her, right? Because I don't
Right.
want to
Right.
generalize black people. I don't want to do that. But y'all know what I'm talking about when I say this stuff. What did Bernie Mac say? He didn't want his nephew and nieces to go into the system because they talk all proper like this. No, that's exactly what she sounded like, and it's like I know you don't sound like that. I know you don't act like that. And I don't have to know you to tell. And the way she responds to him, she let him speak. That's what for some odd reason that's what black women do. They let the man speak. They let the man lead. Don't know what it is, but yeah, I fully believe that they are a little bit more sensitive. They are more submissive, unknowingly. That's the key
Mm-hmm.
word I want to use. They unknowingly do that. Versus with us, we have a lot of pushback. So, excuse me. So yeah, overall, yeah, I do believe that.
Okay. Okay. Um, let me think about it. I want to say they do. Well, I'm gonna say some of them, or it really depend on the relationship. Because
Mm-hmm.
when a black woman get with a white man, for example, if he's in a higher social class,
Mm-hmm.
or he have a higher standard, or he's someone in a high position, let me go on to say that,
Mm-hmm.
and some black women would be submissive, be more of a I do apologize, man. My voice is just going haywire right now. But some black women be more submissive to those type of men because of what they can gain from that type of person.
Ooh.
If you get what I'm saying. So if she feel like he's gonna put me in a better position, why wouldn't I go ahead and be a little bit more submissive? Be a little bit more submissive. I'm not saying that black women don't do that with black men, because when they find them a high tier guy, they do the same thing. They be more submissive to a guy with a lot of money or in a higher position. But
So you think it's more you think it's more of a power thing than race? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, I think it's more of a yeah. Just think about it. If a black woman and she's from this type of background, and she meet a white guy that's from this type of background, meaning she can gain from being with this guy, I believe that she would be more submissive to him. Because if I could just, be a little bit more submissive, I could go ahead and get, I don't know, more attention in this area, or more finance, or more money, or my kids would be good, or
So it's transactional.
right. It's a transactional. I'm gonna be the best wife he could possibly be, or I'm gonna be submissive to him, and he's in return, I'm gonna go ahead and get either a gain in finance, or gain in a higher position in the social.
That way of thinking is actually not new. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but with white people, well, once again, I don't want to sound racist, because I'm not racist. Even then, at the same time, black people can't be racist. I'm going to put that out there. We don't have the power to be racist. But there was a time, I've heard this term before, where you hear for women going to college, right? They only go to college to get their Mrs. degree. You know what that is?
Go on,
Okay.
talk to me.
So the term Mrs. degree means you're only going to, and this is back in the day. Now a lot more women care about their look, right? So this is more towards back in the day, when white people were more about building families. Now it's kind of a little different. But white women were going to school to get their Mrs. degree. They're going to date with the person who had a brighter outlook on life. Do it during college. They're going to date during college just so that they can get married. Those same women who went to college, that never worked. I've actually seen this. I've seen this before with my own two eyes. I had a guy, not going to put his name out there. I went to college. There was a guy who I know. He was dating a lady. She was going to school. I don't know what she was going to school for, but he ended up a high-ranking official for Wells Fargo, actually. She did not graduate. They went to school at the same time. She secured a bag. Now, I brought that up because this it seems transactional. That's why I asked you, do you think it's more transactional? And what I come to find out is, yes, it is for white people, not for blacks. I said in the last episode, black women are going to seek higher positions. White women were going to seek a Mrs. degree, or to seek to get married so that their husband, who are white, obviously, could take care of them. So, going back a little bit here, I don't think, and this is just me, I agree with what you're saying, but I think black women have a little bit more in mind than just following, right? I think it's something a little deeper. And this is something that Tierra had brought up that I had to really sit back and look at. I had to sit back and think about. She said that black women are more submissive with other races because other races have a better foundation than black men. Think about that. Like, really think about that. The foundation that other races have compared to us, and I'm going to name some. Whites, Indians, Hispanics, Asians. They have mother and father at home. What all do these mother and fathers have in common? Mother stayed at home. Father worked. Now, the temperatures of the home can't be discussed because, yeah, you may have some husbands who are beating their wives behind closed doors. But at the end of the day, those races had both parents in the household versus with a black man. And Tierra had to bring this out, and it makes sense. I had to kind of get an understanding of it. With a black man and a black woman, we're both trying to survive. We're operating off of trauma. We're operating, for black women, they're operating in single motherhood mentality. Black men are being raised in the image that whatever his mama did, he want his wife to do. Which is normally a good thing, but unfortunately for us, our mamas work 3-4 jobs. You want your wife to work 3-4 jobs and you do nothing? Right. So she said that, to bring it back, she said that black women are more submissive to other races because other races had a better foundation at home versus black men.
And that right there is deep.
That's deep.
If you really think about it. Yeah, if you really think about it, a foundation is everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you was saying, there's are, well, most, I ain't gonna say most, but most of the time, the mother is raising all the kids.
Yes.
And we do have situation where the mother and father is in the same household, but most of the time, the mother is the one that's raising the sons or the daughters. So, like you was saying, and most of the times, our mothers are working 2-3 jobs to make sure that we are well taken care of and we got everything that we need. And they and other races, other race like white, Asian, they have most of the time the father and mother in the same household.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I totally understand that because they already have that 2-parent household mentality.